It's 6 months since you had your kids. What are you going to do to get them back? Come with me and I'm going to explain the first 6-month hearing that you have under Welfare and Institutions Code, Section 366.21e. Let's assume that you did not get your children back at the jurisdictional and dispositional hearing, and the case was continued for 6 months for what they called a .21e hearing. 366.21e. At that hearing, the social worker is supposed to return your children unless he or she can show in the report to the judge that you are still a risk to the child. And I believe that is a risk of detriment to the child. Most of the time, social workers conclude this because they say that you did not participate in the program of reunification services, which the judge ordered at the disposition hearing 6 months ago. Sometimes social workers say, well, they've completed the hearing, but they didn't get anything out of it, and the child would be at risk if the child is returned home. At this hearing, it is not as easy as you think to get the children back. So if you're at the disposition hearing and the social worker had to prove by clear and convincing evidence that you were a substantial danger and there were no less restrictive alternatives, don't think 6 months from now it's going to be easy to get the child back. I hear that tale told many times to parents, and a lot of people call me and said, well, my court-appointed attorney told me I was going to get the children back if I just did these classes. And then the 6-month hearing comes around, and the social worker is still recommending that the children not be returned to you. So what do? The first thing you do and you insist on is that your attorney have a contested hearing, a contested 6-month hearing. That way you can bring forth all of your evidence and your witnesses that you did do the courses and that you did get something out of it. A lot of times it's just easy for an attorney or for a party just to say, well, I won't get the kids back right now, I'll wait another 6 months. If you wait another 6 months, you're risking a lot with respect to getting your children returned back to you. So it's my opinion, in most cases, that you have that contested 6-month hearing at the 366.21 hearing. Now at that hearing, the social worker only has to prove by a preponderance of evidence that the children are a risk being returned to you. Much lower standard than the clear and convincing evidence standard back at the disposition hearing. So still have your trial, make sure that you and your attorney subpoena your witnesses and they bring progress reports or certificates or reports about how you've done during the past 6 months and why you're not a risk to the children anymore. You know, you're probably watching this because you have questions. I answer questions like this every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. If you have a question, please give me a call, 888-888-6582, 888-888-6582. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Make sure you like this video and you subscribe to our channel so that I can keep doing these videos and helping you folks with ideas. Thank you for watching.